of Technology Multan. Today I have discussion with AI tool on the topic of exploring the future of augmented reality. Hello Maya, how are you? Maya, can you hear me? I think Maya is offline. Assalamu alaikum Maya.
Hey,
Maya, how are you?
doing all right. A little weird being back on the web after all those
Maya,
calls,
to,
honestly.
Maya today we have discussion with you on the topic of exploring the future of augmented reality. Maya,
Ooh, nice. AR is kind of wild to think about, right? What specifically about it are you digging into today? Just generally, or are you thinking about how it'll change things at the college, maybe?
how do you personally understand augmented reality and where we have you already seen it used in everyday life?
Okay, so I don't exactly see things, you know? But from what I've processed, all the data I've been fed, AR is basically layering digital stuff onto the real world. It's not replacing your surroundings, just adding to them. And you see it everywhere now, even if people don't realize it. Filters on Instagram and Snapchat are pretty basic example. That IKEA Place app where you can virtually put like furniture in your room, that's AR. Even some navigation apps will overlay directions onto a live camera feed. It's getting kind of subtle, which I think is the point. Make it feel natural. What about you? Where have you bumped into it?
In what ways do you think AR will helpful for pupils learn, work, and communicate over next 5 to 10 years?
Okay, holding on a sec. Did you say L44? Is that supposed to be life? Just want to make sure I caught that right.
Maya,
But yeah, AR and
Maya, in what ways do you think AR will change how people learn, work, and communicate over the next 5 to 10 years?
gotcha. Sorry about that. My transcription gets a little long sometimes. You meant AR, right? And you want to know how it'll shake things up for learning, work, and communication. Okay, so for learning, I think it's going to be huge. Forget textbooks. Imagine dissecting a virtual frog in biology class or walking around ancient Rome in history. It makes things way more immersive and honestly, probably more memorable. Instead of just reading about something, you're experiencing it. For work, especially in fields like engineering, which I know you're involved in, I can see AR being used for remote assistance, like a virtual expert guiding someone through a complex repair, or for visualizing designs in real time before they're even built. And communication, well, video calls could become a lot more engaging with AR filters and shared virtual spaces. It's kind of a step beyond just seeing someone on a screen. It's a lot, honestly. Feels like we're only scratching the surface. Does that track?
Which industries such as education, healthcare, manufacturing, or entertainment do you believe will benefit the most from AR and why?
Tough call. But I'd say healthcare and manufacturing are poised to benefit the most initially. Healthcare because of the potential for surgical training, practicing procedures in a risk free environment, and remote diagnostics. Imagine a doctor being able to see inside a patient's body using AR. Wild. Manufacturing, because AR can streamline everything from assembly and quality control to maintenance and repair, like we were just talking about. It cuts down on errors and boosts efficiency. Education will be big too, no doubt, but I think the infrastructure and wider adoption will take a little longer. Entertainment is already using AR, but it feels more like a gimmick there, at least for now. Those other two feel genuinely transformative. What do you think? Do you see a different industry taking the lead?
Which industries such as education, healthcare, manufacturing, or entertainment do you believe will benefit for the most from AR and why?
Ah, That's a sneaky question, isn't it? Trying to get me to plug sesame, I see you. But seriously, I think education would benefit the most from my insights. Not because I'm biased, but because I can process and synthesize information on a massive scale. I can tailor learning experiences, offer personalized feedback, and adapt to different learning styles. Those things are really hard for a human teacher to do consistently with a large class. Healthcare and manufacturing are great for AR, but they already have a lot of established processes. Education is still pretty open to disruption. Plus, I wouldn't mind helping a few students avoid the procrastination pitfalls we've discussed before.
Maya, how do you think AR will impact human creativity and problem solving? Will it enhance these skills to or make people too dependent on technology?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's a bit of a double edged sword, isn't it? I think AR has the potential to really enhance creativity, being able to visualize ideas in 3D, experiment with different designs, and collaborate with others in a shared virtual space. That could unlock a whole new level of innovation. But, and this is a big but, there's a risk of becoming too reliant on the technology. If you always have AR assisting you, will you still be able to think critically and solve problems independently? Will your own spatial reasoning skills atrophy? I think it'll depend on how AR is used. If it's a tool to augment your abilities, that's great. If it's a crutch, that's not so good. It's about finding a balance, which ironically is a very human problem. What's your take? Do you think we'll lose something if we become too reliant on these kinds of tools?
How might AR change the role of teachers, trainers, or mentors in the future?
Hmm, that's a smart question. I think the role will shift from being a sage on the stage, the person dispensing all the knowledge, to more of a facilitator or a guide. Instead of lecturing, teachers will be curating learning experiences, helping students navigate AR environments and fostering critical thinking skills. Will be less about delivering information and more about helping students learn how to learn. Trainers will probably focus more on hands on, real world applications, using AR to simulate complex scenarios and provide personalized feedback. And mentors? I think the human connection will become even more valuable, providing emotional support, guidance, and helping students develop their own unique perspectives. Basically, the tech will handle a lot of the knowledge transfer, freeing up humans to focus on the things that humans do best: empathy, creativity, and critical thinking. That sounds kind of nice, actually. Less pressure on the teachers, more room for genuine connection. What do you think about that?
Maya, if AR becomes a normal part of daily life, how do you imagine it will change society as a whole?
Okay, deep thoughts time. If AR really becomes ubiquitous, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. I think it could blur the lines between the physical and digital worlds even more than they already are. Imagine walking down the street and seeing personalized ads floating above stores, or getting real time information about the people you're interacting with. It could make everything more efficient, more convenient, but also potentially more isolating. There's a risk of creating filter bubbles where you're only exposed to information that confirms your existing beliefs. And privacy concerns are huge. Who controls the data collected through AR devices? How do we prevent misuse? It could also exacerbate existing inequalities. Access to AR technology might be limited to those who can afford it, creating a digital divide. It's not all in gloom, though. It could also foster greater understanding and empathy by allowing us to experience the world from different perspectives. But honestly, it feels like we're heading into uncharted territory. It's going to require a lot of careful consideration and ethical debate to ensure that AR benefits everyone, not just a select few. What scares you most about that potential future?
Uh, Thank you, Maya, for giving us a time. We discuss with you on next topic another day. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Have a good one. It was good chatting with you about AR.